everybody? I know it's not normally my day, but I wasn't here. We got some shit to talk about. I'm gonna give folks a minute to get in here. Hopefully YouTube is not hating and they'll send out them notifications, y'all. But I have a couple of things I want to go over before we get into this topic. But they sending out notifications, so I'm gonna give folks a second to get in here, like I said. But what's up to everybody? I know it's Sunday, right? But I missed you guys on Thursday and on Friday, so I have some stuff to say. I didn't want to wait till Monday, right? So first, let me say to everybody, thank you and shout out to y'all, right? A shout out to Vicky for sitting in for me on Thursday and Friday because I could not be here. And then I want to thank you guys, right? Because we've had this conversation before about, us manifesting and us being the energy and the thing that is the answers to what we need. So we did talk about when there's a lot of people in the room, they believe the same thing, then that energy gets put out there, right? And it happens. So I'm not going to say, thank you, Jesus. I want to say thank you to all of you guys that sent a lot of love and prayers my way. I was going through some family issues, but I want you to know that on Friday, I did see all the messages in the chat saying, y'all love me and y'all sending me y'all love and y'all prayers, that everything will be good. And I want y'all to know that in sending me all that love and that energy, I'm not going to discount that shit. And I want to thank y'all because as of Friday evening, things in my family have rectified and everything was all good. So I'm not going to discredit y'all prayers and sending me all that love. I want to thank y'all for using the gods in you, right? And the creators that you are, for helping me to manifest the thing that I needed to fix the situation in my household, right? So thank you for that very much, you guys. I love you and I thank you for all of that love and genuine support that y'all sent my way because it definitely works. So, thank y'all for all of that. I truly want to give that credit there. Next, I want to, before we get into this topic, because we gonna get into this motherfucking topic, right? Like 3 Black people within this week, this past week, have had to like come forward and make apologies and all of this shit. And the LGBT community is so called. A lot of people in the LGBT community is not supporting the Sandra Bland documentary because they claim she made some homophobic comments. So we're gonna get into that shit, right? And I'm gonna say some things here tonight that, you know what? If the white man in this country ever think about giving me an award or giving me a paycheck, they're probably going to find these comments and be like, oh, don't give it to her. But I don't give a fuck, right? I'm going to say what I got to say, and we're going to put the truth out there. And I don't care. I want somebody screenshot this, send a video, send this shit to Trump, the president, the government, the White House, the military, the Oscars, Hollywood. I give no fucking fucks, right? Because I said it, and I'm going to say what I'm going to say tonight. And I'm sure my shit probably going to be a whole lot harsh than what, Kevin Hart said. That shit was a joke. I'm not joking. I'm gonna be dead serious about everything that I say, right? Sandra Bland, I agree with what she said, right? But what I'm about to say probably gonna hurt some people's feelings a lot worse than her, right? So at the end of the day, miss me with that bullshit, like in the topic, right? Also, there's a young man named, Kyler Murray, right? And he had to apologize for some shit he said joking with a friend because he won the Heisman Trophy. Miss me with that bullshit. I am so tired of this back and forth with the LGBT community. They are not our fucking allies, right? They are not. And if you are a Black person and you are part of the LGBT community, do what you want to do, right? You want to be gay. I don't give a damn if you want to go pay a surgeon to like attach a penis to your forehead. Do whatever the hell you want. That's your life. That's your business, right? But understand that you are Black first, okay? You Black before you gay, right? You can't hide your Blackness, but you damn sure don't have to show off your sexuality, right? But we gonna get there. So before I get to going, let me hold up a minute, y'all. I want to welcome everybody to the live, right? There's a couple more things I do want to say before we get into this topic. I want to thank y'all for showing up on a Sunday. I want to thank y'all for supporting me. I missed y'all as much as y'all missed me, right? So I do want to say a couple more things though. I want to say shout out to Denver. I saw our brother comments a couple of shows ago and he was like, yo, I'm from Denver. We love you, but stop dissing Denver, because I am quick to be like, Denver's whitewashed than a motherfucker, right? And all of these Black men are a certain way here. But I want to correct that. I want to say shout out to Denver, right? There are a lot of Black people in this place that I have not met, right? And I've run into a lot of y'all lately. I was at an event yesterday and some young woman came up to me that lives here and she's like, we love you, we watch you. And, I've run into a lot of people lately that in Colorado watch me and love me. So I want to say that I don't want to diss Colorado. Let me be specific about them sorry ass Black people who run around calling themselves activists around here, right? So I'm going to take that back. Shout out to Denver, right? It's some real Black folks in the house. That's what's up. I love y'all to death as well. So I'm gonna stop dissing y'all state, right? I won't in y'all city. I ain't gonna do that no more. But I also want to say, One more quick thing I want to throw out there to you guys, right? Not homophobic, just stop putting the bullshit in our faces. Yes, that's where I'm finna go too. Now you can believe what you want, but you don't get to force that shit on me. That's all about freedom of living the way we want, right? Fuck out of here. But I do want to throw one more thing out to you guys before we get into this conversation, while I, got quite a few people in here viewing at this moment. Right, in 2019 there are rumors that this next year coming up that Uber, Lyft, and Postmates are getting ready to go public, right? So let me tell y'all what that means, black people. That means that they're getting ready to go on the stock market, right? So if these rumors are true, I want you guys to consider these things, and I want you to really think about it, right? Because Uber and Lyft is some stuff that everybody uses all the damn time, okay? So what it means when it goes public is on the stock market. In a nutshell, what that means is that they're looking for public investors. So instead of giving Uber and Lyft all of your money, because we using it and we driving around, right? At the end of the day, invest and own you a piece of that company. That's what they're really doing. When shit go on the stock market and you buy a share, that means you own a portion and you have invested in that company. So now you own a piece of it. So at the end of the day, if you ain't started your own business, you can buy into other people's business. That's what the stock market is about. So when you buy them shares, look at it like this. I am now have so much percent in Uber or Lyft that I own this shit. So I would tell you guys to really consider that if this is not a rumor and these things are going public on the stock market, you probably want to invest in them. Now, I'm not no professional stock person, but like I said, I give y'all the advice that I give myself, and I will definitely be investing, not in just one, in all of them motherfuckers, right? So I just want y'all to be aware of that. If you don't know how to play the stock market, if it is something that seems overwhelming to you, and it's a scary thing, because it can be, right? Y'all can go over to flynubianmoney.com, right? And if you go over there and you sign up, you can learn how to play the stock market, so that when January comes in 2019, if this shit go public, you will feel comfortable and making those trades and understanding what that is and how that all works, right? So y'all go and take advantage of that. With this said, I'm going to go ahead and get into, somebody said, can we see your shirt? It says, Detroit versus everybody, right? I got about 10 of these around here, but repping where I'm from. It says Detroit versus everybody, right? But, welcome everybody to the live. We're going to get into this conversation this evening, right? About the LGBT community, because I'm tired of the fucking bullshit, y'all. I really am. So let me just say what I feel, because they can't take no awards from me. I don't want they fucking awards. You can't take no check from me, because I don't want your motherfucking check. White people, white supremacy, government, or none of y'all. I'm making no motherfucking apologies for nothing I say here tonight. I hope that they keep that shit, put it in the archive somewhere, and pull it out whenever you think you want to use it against me, because I'm going to be like, yeah, I said that shit, and I give no fucking fucks, right? So if you don't know, you guys, this past week, there are 3 people, right? 3 people, black people, who have been confronted by apparently homophobic comments that they have made in the past. And so when white supremacy wants to give you some shit, if you don't tap dance like they want to, they want to take that shit away, right? So let's start off with the Kevin Hart situation, right? So Kevin Hart made some comments. It was a joke to my understanding, right? Like 10 fucking years ago, making a joke about people being gay or something homophobic. It was supposed to be funny, right? So it kills me how comedians can make jokes about everything, right? They can make jokes about black people, about white people, about all kind of shit, but don't say nothing about no gay people. Like, it's humor and all kind of shit in life. I don't give a fuck what you say, right? You can be gay as hell, but that doesn't mean in being gay that there aren't any funny fucking moments, right? So get out your motherfucking feelings, gay, lesbian, transgender, I don't know, asexual, bisexual. You motherfuckers got so many goddamn acronyms. It's the LGBT A through Z fucking community, because they got people who like to have sex with trees. They got a fucking acronym for that shit, right? Miss me with that bullshit, okay? So they're offended by this. Now, my question in all of this is, who the fuck got the job that they just sit back and go over somebody's goddamn social media 10 years ago? Who got that kind of time? Who the fuck don't got no life that your life is sitting on the internet, and you went through all this man's posts, all of his tweets from 10 years back to find one fucking thing to discredit him? I want to know who has that job. I want to know what the fuck is wrong with you. What kind of life do you have? What do you get paid for that? Or is that your whole thing of just, let me go find some shit somebody said a long time ago and throw it in their goddamn face? Like, what the fuck is that even about? He didn't say this shit last week. He said this shit 10 years ago, right? And my understanding is he has said that, he grew from it. He apologized or whatever. He's not doing that shit no more, right? So shout out to Kevin Hart. Fuck you. Keep your little Oscar in that dumbass check, right? I'm not apologizing again. He shouldn't have to apologize in the first fucking place, right? So Now we see another case. Let's talk about another case, right? Because it ain't just Kevin Hart. So somebody said LBGTQIA. I still think you're missing like 6 more letters. I swear. I swear. There are so many damn acronyms on there, right? So listen though, so they have this young man, right, named Kyler Murray, right, and he won the Heisman's Trophy as a quarterback in college, right, for 2018. So apparently, when he was 15 fucking years old, 15, are y'all serious? When he was 15, this young man, right, he made a comment to one of his friends, right? This is one of his friends, and they're having this conversation. And my understanding is he tweeted some shit like, "Oh, that's gay as hell, what you saying?" or "Get out of here with that gay shit." You know what I'm saying? He said something that was terminology that people use joking with his friend. He wasn't saying it in any kind of way to be derogatory to, it ain't like he was going after gay people to talk shit about them. It was like, "Get out of here with that gay shit." I don't know, maybe he put a meme up there that shit was gay. He said something about it, right? He was 15. So now that he has the Heisman Trophy, here come whatever dumb motherfucker, whoever the fuck you are, that went all the way back, 6 years ago, to look at this brother's tweets and all of his shit, to sit up there and say he should apologize for that. And he did. He apologized, which he's young. He wants to be a part of this white organization. This motherfucker want to, I guess, be a sports player. He wants to keep his trophies. You know, when you play sports and you run for massa and you catch balls for massa and shit, they wave a big check in front of you, and at the end of the day, they want you to entertain their ass. So a lot of times black people are like, you know, I'm just at the beginning of my career. If Kevin Hart just got a big deal, he would probably apologize for that shit too. But because he has some money, he's already gotten somewhere in life, he could say, "Fuck the Oscars," right? Y'all could kiss my ass and keep the job, whatever, right? So, but this young black man is like, I don't want to jeopardize where I'm going. And I think that is sad, right? I think that it's sad that as black people, we have to kiss ass to think that without kissing white people's asses, right, that we can't be who we are. We can't ever achieve great levels. We can never get $1 million motherfucking check. We can't ever live great unless the white man hands us an opportunity, right? That's why he's willing to apologize, because there's so much in front of him that he's not willing to give it up. So he said he was sorry. I wish he was able to say, "Fuck y'all, I was playing with one of my friends, kiss my ass," right? But of course, he's not going to say that. Everybody's different, but let them come back and ask me about my motherfucking comments. I don't give a fuck. I said that shit. Write it down. Take a picture. I give no fucks, okay? But this is the one that pissed me off the most, y'all. This is the one when I said I got to do a video about this shit, right? So we have Sandra Bland, right? Sandra Bland's documentary came out, right? This past weekend or past week, it came out. I don't know if it's on HBO or somewhere they did a documentary about Sandra Bland, right? My understanding is that it was a really great documentary as far as depicting her, right? You know, I'm always concerned about when white people that own these media platforms, whether they depict, right, the situation when it comes to black people in the right manner. Okay, so that's always been a concern to me. I did not watch it, but I did because I don't watch TV and I'm not fucking paying HBO. Like, if somebody want to bootleg it on YouTube, I'll gladly watch that shit. But I'm not watching it because I'm not paying HBO for me to watch some shit when I don't watch TV, period. They ain't getting my money, right? So my thing is, I heard that it was a great, you know, documentary, whatever. So here comes the LGBT community. And what you think they said? They said, we are going to, you know, boycott, and we're not going to stand with her documentary because of her homophobic comments, okay? So I'm going to get into how the fuck I really feel about this in a minute, but I want to tell y'all what the homophobic so-called comment is that she made, right? So they're saying that she's homophobic because there's this video of Sandra Bland. I want you to know that I completely agree with her video, so write my name down next to that shit too. She was talking about a long time ago, I don't know if you guys remember, there was like a couple years back, of course, it was before she passed away, that there was some laws going into effect because there was this pizza place who said that they owned their shop and that they were Christians and that they were against serving gay people because it was against their religious beliefs, right? So she said that she feels that y'all worried about making laws for them to treat gay people right? But where are all these laws to protect black people, right? From all the things that we face in being black, right? But, and this is another thing too, she said that I very much agree with, right? You being gay is a choice. Now, some people gonna say to me, it's not a choice. You was born that way. Okay, fine. Let's say that's the case, right? But being black right? It's not something you even get to grow up until you're like 15 and then you're like, oh, I realize I'm black, right? So like people who are gay, when you grow up and you decide to say, oh, I think I'm gay, there is no, oh, I think I'm black. Like you're fucking born black and you can't do nothing about that, right? So let's understand this too. When it comes to sexuality, even if people want to say that it's not a choice, because some of them do. So let's be fair. I was born this way. I can't help this shit. It's not a choice. Okay. This is my thing. Your sexuality is just that, sexuality. We don't need to know that you're gay. When black people walk into a room, people know that you're black when you merely walk into the room, right? When you walk into a room, we don't need to know you gay. Whatever you're doing in the bedroom with whoever you're doing it with, you don't have to put that on display. Matter of fact, you fucking shouldn't, right? So if you walk into a pizza shop and you just go in there like a regular person, how does the man at the pizza shop even know you're gay to not want to serve you, right? How do they know that? Now, if you decide to be one of these people who are gay and you want to dress up and you're a man, right? And you're clearly a man. You haven't got your sex changes. You ain't bought no titties or nothing like that yet. And then you walk your asses somewhere with some heels on, with a dress on, and we could clearly see you're a fucking man in a woman's dress. You're announcing to the world what your sexuality is. My thing is, nobody should know what you want to do in your bedroom anyway. When you talk about straight people, I walk in a room, you should know if I'm gay, I'm straight, or anything else unless we are conversing in a manner that I'm revealing that to you. Just to go in and buy a slice of pizza at a restaurant or go to fucking do something, I don't need to know what you do in your bedroom. So see, gay people, and let's not just say gay, the LBGT, QPTT, motherfucking Z community, y'all have a choice of being able to show your sexuality or keep that shit to your damn self. You have a choice. You do not have to go around telling everybody what you like to do in your bedroom. If your name is Tom and you like ding dongs, we don't need to know that, Tom. Just saying. If it's not your ding dong that Tom is coming after, why the fuck do we need to know that, Tom? Right? If your name is Shaquisha and you like to eat pie, hair pie in this mug or a shaved one, we don't need to know that. And unless you tell us that or parade it in your manner, we would never know. Now, ask a black person, can they hide their blackness? When you walk in a room, can you not be black? I mean, you can even do what this world calls what? Talking white. There's no fucking such thing. Talking white or talking black. That equates to what? That people talk educated or they talk ignorant. And usually the ignorance falls to the black people, right? When you talk white, that means you talk educated. Miss me with that bullshit. So as a black person, you can go inside of a place and you can act as white as you want. You can so-called talk educated. You can pull out all your motherfucking degrees. You can stand over there and smoke cigars and sip shit with your pinky up, right? But just like they reminded Bill Cosby, you still a fucking nigga. You cannot hide your blackness. You can do anything that you want to do, but you can't hide your blackness. See, so we're not equal in this fucking fight, LBGT motherfucking community. We're not equal because you don't have to parade your fucking sexuality to people. Black people don't have that choice, right? As soon as they come out the womb and they 2 seconds, oh, they're black. You don't even know if you're fucking gay 2 seconds out of the womb. You don't know where you are, what your name is, what you gonna be, who your mama, your daddy is. You just a fucking little baby there laying there and don't know shit. But guess what? Black people are black the moment they come out the womb. So it's not equal, right? It's not equal. So this is what Sandra Bland is saying. Sandra Bland is saying that at the end of the day, she's tired of everybody giving the LBGT community all of these rights, right? And they're worried about telling somebody you can't go in a restaurant. But if it's against those people's religious beliefs, let them be that way. Let me throw something else out there to the LBGT community, just like with the black community, right? I don't understand why people always want to fight to eat in a motherfucker's restaurant that don't like you. Are we so dumb that you don't know that people like spit in food? They put shit on the floor and put it back on the grill. They will wipe that shit on they'll wipe your meat on their ass and then put it on the grill. Like I want to be for real with you. This is why I be mindful of like eating out. I don't like to eat out too much. You know, I have black people that I know that have worked at restaurants, and you know, they have told me that because they're black and they don't like cops, right? Let's tell some truth up in here tonight. They say that they have what's called the policeman special. So if you walk up in that restaurant and those brothers that work in the back is cooks, do you know what they do? The police special is that everybody spits on your shit before they cook it. So just like people have biases with the police and they do that, you don't think that when you walk into restaurants, they be like, oh, niggas at table 6 and you get the nigga special? Just saying. So if you are gay and you want to flaunt your gayness when you walk your ass into a pizza shop, and if you get some other shit on your pizza other than what you ordered, I'm not understanding why. Why do people always fight for rights for dumb shit? That's what you want to fight for? You want to fight to be able to eat in somebody's restaurant who doesn't want you there? Why? You don't have bigger fish to fry. You don't have bigger things to fucking worry about. Right? Black people did that too. I want to drink at the same water fountain. I want to sit on the same toilet. I want to motherfucking eat a burger at a white man's establishment. Why? Just go build your own. So go make a gay town some goddamn where if you have a problem with it, right? Let's see once y'all build y'all gay town, if they come along and bomb your shit though, like they did us in motherfucking, right, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let's see if they come bomb your gay town like they did Black Wall Street though. See, that's the fucking difference, okay? So you got all of these gay people out there that's mad, right? She said that if these people have this against their religious beliefs and they don't want to serve them, then that should be their right. Leave them alone. Go somewhere else. Who gives a fuck? But why are we crying about people wanting to eat at somebody's restaurant and making all these laws to protect gay people, right? When y'all ain't even dealt with all the shit that y'all do to black people. Just saying, right? And this is what I keep trying to tell everybody. I'm not down with the LGBT community, not because I'm against gay people, not because I'm against transgenders. I have people in my family that call themselves being gay, lesbian, or whatever. Do what you want to do. But what you don't get to fucking do is impose your lifestyle on other people. Right? And what I mean by that is, I've told y'all this before, the LGBT community has surfaced within how many years compared to how long black people have been fighting for their rights? But the LGBT community has more rights than we have ever attained, right? Stop the division. Fucking fuck you, okay? Dark Knight, aka whatever the fuck your name is, stop the division. Fuck you. I am tired of everybody coming along with that line too. We're divided, we're this, we're that. If you are black and you are in the LGBT community, you stupid motherfucker, you're black. If the police pull you over and they beat your ass or shoot you, it's probably because you're black. It's not because you were gay. When the fuck y'all gonna quit living in this fantasy ass world? See, this is the problem with black people that are in the LGBT community. You want to be anything else but black. So I would rather identify with my gayness first before I identify with my blackness. The stupid thing is that you're living in a fucking illusional world because that's not the reality. Because you might say when I look in the mirror, I don't see black, I see gay. But when you walk the fuck out your house into this country and in these streets, they see you as black. So when the fuck you gonna stop lying to yourself and telling yourself that, right? Somebody said, but we are divided. But I want to know what he's talking about when it comes to division, because I'm speaking to the black people in the LGBT community when I say you need to realize you're black first. But anybody else in the LGBT community, right, that's not black, what the fuck do we need to unite with them for? I need people to see this agenda that they are trying to feminize the black men, that they are trying to turn every black movement into a gay movement, right? Let me take a moment because I'm getting ready. Let me welcome everybody to the feed because we're going to talk about Black Lives Matter and every fucking type of thing that we have tried to make as black people. You know how they water it down? They bring some gay shit into it. Right? Because that's exactly what Black Lives Matter did. That's why I don't fucking fuck with them. I used to go to their meetings. So let me tell you a little something about what I found at their fucking meetings. But first, let me say, welcome to the live, y'all. If you don't know who you are, this is Fly Nubian Queen TV, and I'm your host, Mechee X. I'm usually here Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. This is just a show that I'm making up because I was out of here last week. But if it's your first time joining us, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, you guys. Share this on your platform. Give us them thumbs up, right? And YouTube did give us our notification tonight, but sometimes they be hating, right? So you can also text the word Queens to 31996, and we'll shoot you out a text when they don't give you a notification, okay? Not now, but after this video, you can also go to flynubianqueen.com on the website, put in your name, your email address. It takes 2 damn seconds, but it allows us to stay directly connected with you, see? Because Mechee talks about a lot of real things that offend people, and I don't tap dance for motherfuckers in this country, and I don't work for anybody, you know, so people always want to be like, we'll send that shit to your boss. I'm my boss. Send that shit to fuck to me. So I can speak and say what I want to say. A lot of people can't do that. But when you're on these platforms doing that shit, people don't like it, and they will take your videos down. They will try and get your platforms blocked. So if you ever look up and that's the case, I stay suspended off Facebook. We will know where to contact you, right? Because if they shut me off here, I'm just going to end up somewhere else, and we want to be able to shoot you an email or a text X and let you know where you can find me, right? So y'all go ahead and do all them things. Like, share, subscribe, you guys. I would greatly appreciate it, right? But let's continue into this damn conversation. So let's talk about that, right? There is this big fight between the LGBT community and the black community because what they're trying to do is make them both equal, and they're not, right? They're not equal at fucking all. At all, okay? So let me tell you a story when I went to Black Lives Matter, right? When all of this stuff started happening and Black Lives Matter came to the forefront. Let me tell you what happened with them. Now, I went to several meetings in several cities, okay? So not just in one place. And when I got there, the thing that made me tell Black Lives Matter to kiss my ass, and if anybody thinks that Black Lives Matter is our movement, it is not. It is not our movement whatsoever. So I'm sitting in these meetings, right? And you watch black men that are getting up, heterosexual black men, right? And they're like, yo, I want to express how I feel with being in these streets and all this stuff that happens to me and comes against me. And they're really there, right, to talk about the fact of how they feel because they're the ones being murdered in these streets. Do you know that they kept telling these black men not to get speechified, whatever the fuck that means? They would tell them not to take the mic and talk too much because they would rather keep the floor and the microphone for women and gays and transgenders. I fucking tell you no lie. I wish I had turned on my camera and recorded this fucking bullshit. So they would tell the black men to sit down. Right. Somebody said, what the fuck, right? Right. It is George Soros' movement because he funds it. I tell you all the time, too. Fucking follow the money trail. Whoever pays the dollar pays the piper, right? That's what the fuck they do. They tell you what to do, and they pull out of all of the strings because of the money. Now, this is my question. How do you start a movement on the murders of heterosexual black men? The ones that are under attack like no other man, right? So Tamir Rice, Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, they were not gay. You use their fucking names, though, to start this movement. And then as soon as people who represented the people whose names you were using, you told them they couldn't speak. The Black Lives Matter movement is a completely gay-ass movement, right? Now, the women who founded the movement, I've had people say this to me. Oh, well, they're gay and they're lesbian. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You do not get to say, I'm going to start a movement for cancer because I'm concerned about cancer patients, because this is exactly what they did, right? But I don't have cancer. I got something else. So I'm going to move in on the cancer movement. I'm going to say that I'm here for cancer patients, but because I deal with something else, I'm going to turn this into something about me. Just because you were gay and you founded it, the movement was supposed to be about Black lives mattering, right? But somehow now it's about gay people's lives mattering, right? So you see how they watered down that movement? So we don't have no movement, right? We don't have no movement. They want to associate blackness with gayness because they want you to think every black man is supposed to be fucking gay. And the reason they wouldn't let them talk is because this world, including our own goddamn people that are bought by other motherfuckers, they're scared of heterosexual, strong black men who have not bought into this bullshit. Y'all scared the fuck out of them brothers, right? Brothers like you, they scared of y'all. They don't want a movement of strong heterosexual black men. So every time a movement seems to be going that way, they water it down with what? Fucking gayness, right? And if the gay community is mad, I don't give a fuck. Be mad. Be mad. Motherfuckers like being mad at me. Makes me laugh. Be mad. I give no fucking fucks, right? So miss me with that bullshit. We have already talked about the fact, too, that the LGBT community, they have a curriculum in the classroom, do they not? When you have sex education now, your children are being taught about the LGBT community. It is part of the sex education curriculum, right? You cannot opt out of that shit. Ask your kids if they are at the age that they take sexual education. And in some schools, it starts in middle school. They start talking about the LGBT community in the classrooms, and you can't opt out of it. So you don't have the right to be like, I don't want my child at 12 years old to be learning about gay and transgender or sex or any of that. Like, they're not even thinking about that. So they're pumping it into your children's heads saying you could be whatever you want to be gay, be transgender, dress up like this, have sex with trees and dogs and lamps. And like, what the fuck? At what point, where do we stop catering to people who got fucking issues? And not to say that all gay people have issues, but like, where are we going to draw the line? We got people who transgender. Okay, so you was born a man, but you feel like a woman. So when we going to start making people trans animals? I'm sure there's motherfuckers around here who feel like they're a dog. I was born a dog. I think I should be a whale in this bitch. Like, are you going to let people identify with that next? Like, where do we draw the line and tell people there are certain fucking standards and you could be what you want to be, but what you do not get to do is press your shit on everybody else. See, I don't have a problem with the LGBT community. What I have a problem with is that y'all fucking take your agenda and what you believe in and you press it on other people. Be gay if you want to be gay, but give me the right to fucking be straight if I don't want to be gay. Don't push that shit on my children. If I'm not talking to my children about sex, then how the fuck do you get the right to talk to my children about being gay and sex and all of that when they 11 years old in fucking middle school? That's not your right, right? But we know that the school system is there to raise our children and turn them into something. They don't want parents fucking having their children at home. They want the school system to turn your children into what they want them to be. When you send your kids off to school, the public school system spends more time with your children than you ever do raising them. 8 hours times 5, right? 9 months out the goddamn year. They raise your kids more than you do. And this is their agenda. And this is cool. This is my thing. Why the fuck y'all keep crying, LGBT motherfuckers? Because last time I checked, y'all got more rights than black people have ever motherfucking had. Black people, do we have an agenda in the classroom? We've been fighting all this time for many years before we even knew what the fuck a LGBT was, right? Before we even knew what that was, we have been fighting for our rights. And where have we gotten? Do we have a curriculum in the classroom that teaches about the real history of black people? Do we have a curriculum in the classroom that teaches about the dangers of police in the black community? Do we have a history in the classroom, a curriculum that teaches about the fact that the prisons are the plantations? Do they tell the truth about what they do to black people around here? Do they try and get people to understand that black people are human beings too? That they want to be treated right and they should have rights to be loved and not treated a certain way because of the color of their skin? Have we obtained any of that as black people? Right? No, we haven't. But here we are running around talking about LGBT. Those motherfuckers have a lot of rights. They have obtained more rights and their small little, generation or two that they've been fighting for this shit. Because let's remember, not too long ago, there was a certain time, right, that people didn't want to be gay. There was no LGBT community, right? If you were gay, you were in the closet and people were devastated with coming out the closet, right? They didn't want to be gay because it was such a devastating thing. And that wasn't that long ago. Right? So now it's okay to be open, and that's fine if you want to come forward. But look at how quickly they have obtained all of their rights based on how long we've been fighting, and we ain't obtained a motherfucking thing. So I'm tired of the LGBT community and another thing. So if people want to be like, yo, you coming at the LGBT community because you mad or whatever, what I want to say to y'all is quit fucking coming for us. Right? Quit coming for us. Y'all want to fucking talk about people making homophobic comments so you don't want fucking Kevin Hart. Something he said 10 years ago because some gay motherfucker got their ass on there and went 10 years back like, oh, I know he said something about gay people somewhere. I don't want this nigger to do the Oscars. Fuck your Oscars. You don't even fucking represent black people enough in the Oscars. You got people like Angela Bassett better than any of these motherfuckers that's white you be giving all these Oscars and shit to, but you ain't giving her none. Fuck you. Fuck the Oscars. I don't even understand why black people would even want to fucking be up there promoting that shit, right? But y'all want to be mad at black people, talking about, oh, they said something about us. How many non-black people go around saying shit about black people all the time? So I think that we should go back and maybe find some of y'all motherfucking rants. Problem is, if we do you think they're gonna start firing every motherfucking taking gigs and talking shit to every fucking white person and non-black person that say shit about black people? See, it's okay. It's okay to talk shit about black people in this country. Just don't talk about gay people, right? Miss me with that motherfucking bullshit. So the LGBT community ought to stop coming for us if they don't want us to come for them, right? Because we was minding our motherfucking business and y'all want to go 6 and 10 years back on somebody to bring up some shit today? And let me tell you about this Sandra Bland situation. I want all the LGBT community that says they're not going to support her documentary. I want you to know, fucking fuck you to the most fucktivity that you can get. As black people, we don't need your support. We don't fucking even want your support, motherfuckers. I don't understand how because she gave a perspective on how she felt. Now, you have the right to be gay, but she doesn't have the right to her motherfucking opinion. This woman died. And her death was a fucking travesty. And she died because she was simply a black woman. Right? And somehow you gonna take away the reality of what happened to this woman. You refuse to support her documentary because she said one fucking thing that I agree with her on. So now fuck her life, right? Fuck the fact that the police murdered this black woman, but you motherfuckers call yourself our allies? Man, choke yourself with one of them fucking wigs you got in your closet, motherfucker. That's what I need y'all to do, okay? You really fucking are going to dismiss everything that happened to Sandra Bland. But that's why I tell black people to be mindful. All these motherfuckers that say they are allies, no, the fuck they ain't. I gave this description at the Black Agenda, y'all. See, as black people, we're always trying to interact with other people and put them on our team and be like, we need your help to get free. No, we fucking don't. And then I hear people who say to me that, well, we've never made any progress in this country without allies. Newsflash, motherfuckers, we ain't made no progress in this community, in this country or nowhere. So what progress have we made with allies by our side? And before you can say that black people have never obtained anything without the help of allies, my question is, have black people tried to do anything for themselves without fucking allies? If you've never tried it, then how the fuck do you know? And y'all want to say, oh, we ain't never accomplished nothing without having allies. Well, fuck the allies then, because look like y'all ain't helped us obtain nothing, because ain't shit changed. What changed? What have allies helped us obtain? Please tell me. Please. Because last time I looked, almost 50% of our population is still in prison. Last time I looked, most of our black girls are still missing, feminist motherfuckers, right? And last time I checked, right? Black people are being discriminated against left and motherfucking right. Last time I checked, black people die and get their ass beat by the police more than any other motherfucking race. Last time I checked, we still niggas in this country to everybody. So what have the allies really helped us to obtain? I'm gonna need somebody to tell me, because I can't find anything. I mean, maybe I missed it. I looked everywhere, under every rock, every motherfucking cotton field. You know, while I'm throwing that out there, there are black men who are still fucking picking cotton in New Orleans at Angola motherfucking prison for 4 cents an hour. So what has really fucking changed? What has the allies helped us obtain, right? Again, like I said, we come into these situations with allies as black people. This is why we can't get anywhere, right? Because as black people, we don't have a foundation. We don't have a movement in this country. What is our movement? It's not Black Lives Matter. I just told y'all that. So do we really have a movement? Like the LGBT has a movement. Do we have a solid movement in this country? The answer is not only no, but hell to the motherfucking no. How about that? Right? We don't have an agenda. So what is black people's, what are we fighting for? What are we demanding that we want? And how are we going to obtain it? Do we have that down? No. Every other movement does. And the reason we can't get it is because of allies. Because every time black people try to build a foundation, in our foundation, understand that we have been traumatized. We are just beginning to understand all the different ways that we are oppressed, because sometimes it's right in front of our eyes, but because of our conditioning, we can't even see that shit, right? So part of our foundation means that black people have to heal first. We have to begin to talk about where we got these issues from and why they still plague us today. So if you start to talk about those things, right, as you're putting a brick on your foundation, and you do that with allies, there's always going to be an ally that's going to say, well, I don't like that brick right there. That brick offends me. So I'm going to need to take that brick off your foundation. And instead of continuing to build a foundation for black people in this country, what happens is we find ourselves fighting with allies to get that one fucking brick back so we can put it on our damn platform, right, on our foundation, so we can continue to build. But we can't, because we be fighting with allies over our offenses. Like, how the fuck does an ally get to tell black people how to be offended or what they're offended about? You don't get the right to fucking tell us. And it's funny how they always scream, we can't tell them nothing. We don't get the right to be offended by they motherfucking asses, but they're always offended by us. Go tell somebody in the LGBT community that you're offended by the feminizing of black men, right? And they're going to tell you that's some bullshit, because now they're offended, even though that is a very true fact. But they can't see that past their own motherfucking gayness, because their agenda is theirs. They only want us there when we can put momentum behind their movement. They only want us there when we can come out with poster boards and we can show up in numbers and we can fucking vote for their rights. But they're not ever there for us when we need them. They're only there to tell us what we say that they don't like. So all of this LGBT community, oh, don't be coming for us. No, quit coming for black people. If you want to be gay, be gay. Get a motherfucking dinghy sewn onto your chin for all I care, right? You can have relationships with dogs in this bitch. You can drill a hole in a tree and have sex with a tree. I don't give a fuck, right? Right? You can like to make love to watermelons in this bitch. I don't care. Do whatever the fuck you want, but stop letting your motherfucking agenda and your lifestyle be told that everybody has to receive your shit, okay? Because just like gay people and the LGBT community has the right to do what they want to do and be the way they want to be, you can do that. But what you don't get the right to do is infringe on other people's beliefs and tell us that because we don't agree with the way you do stuff, that we got a motherfucking, we can't think the way we want to think. I thought this was about being free and letting people be who they want to be. Now, as long as we're not beating your ass or fucking you up or going all out of our way that we're so mad about you being gay, now that's another thing. I mean, ain't nobody that motherfucking mad. I ain't fighting you because you gay. But you don't get to impose your fucking lifestyle on me. Because you're really being a hypocrite. Because if gay people can say, you don't get to impose your straight lifestyle on me because I don't want to be straight, motherfuckers, you don't get to impose your gay ass, transgender, bigender, fucking polar gender, trigender, try anything motherfucking gender. You don't get to put that shit on us, right? It's like y'all feel like y'all got the right to be gay, but nobody else has the right to fucking be straight. With that motherfucking ideology, I don't know how much longer the earth is going to last, because you do know you gay motherfuckers can't produce babies, right? Just saying. Even if you adopt a baby, motherfucker, you need somebody that was a man and a woman having sex to give you that baby you adopted. So shut the fuck up. And let's talk about black people in the LGBT community. Now I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, y'all, because it's Sunday, right? Somebody said careful. Careful for what? Careful for what? Is somebody going to take my video and be like, yo, look at what Mechee said 5 minutes ago, 5 years ago, and you know what Mechee gonna say? I said that shit. Do you want me to say it again? Because I can give you a fucking live replay if you want me to say it again, right? I said what I said. I don't take none of that shit back, and I don't give a motherfucking fuck. It's the truth, right? Don't nobody want to deal with the truth in this goddamn country. And black people too comfortable wanting to love everybody. And, oh, help us fight. Help us fight. And the whole time they behind your back setting your bitch ass up. And they just really want you to be down so they can get what they need. And then when they done, they out of here. Miss me with that bullshit, right? So before we talk lastly about black people in the LGBT community, because there's already going to be some, there might be some people on here. I ain't been fucking paying attention to y'all comments, so I don't know. Right? But at the end of the day, I'm sure there's going to be black people who are going to say, but what about us? We're gay. So let's talk about that, right? After I say, welcome to the live, y'all. If you don't know where you are, this is a Fly Nubian Queen TV, and I am Mechee X. I'm usually here Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, but today I'm just having a conversation because I didn't want to wait till tomorrow, right? But if it's your first time here, go ahead and subscribe, right? Hit that subscribe button and become a part of one of the dopest audiences out there, right? Shout out to my audience. I love y'all to death because they implement the things that we talk about here, because we give a lot of solutions, right? As well as talking about the issues. And you know what? They implement that shit in their life. I love the hell out of y'all. So go ahead and subscribe, right? So you can become a part of this audience, right? But like for me, go ahead and share on your platforms. And of course, some of y'all probably can't, because this video might get y'all in trouble, right? Because as soon as a black person says something, be like, tell her boss, did you see that video she put up on her page about Mechee? You're fired. Like, don't get fired over it. Let Mechee say that shit, because these motherfuckers can't fire me, right? But if you can share it, right? Sister, give a sister them thumbs up and hit that notification bell, because you won't be notified. Sometimes YouTube do be hating, so you can also text the word Queens to 31996, and we'll shoot you a text whenever YouTube be hating, right? Like some of you people on this feed right now. What's up, Vicky? I see Vicky is in the house. Shout out to Vicky. She in here, so I want to tell her now. Once again, I said at the beginning, thank you, sis, for filling in for me those past 2 days. I want to thank y'all for showing Vicky all the love that y'all did. I did go back and watch the video, so thank you for that, right? Shout out to Sister Vicky and shout out to y'all. But yeah, let's talk about the black people who might be offended by this conversation, right? And that conversation is what that at the end of the day, we're gay too. What about us? Be gay. But know that you're black first. If you are a black person in the LGBT community, and right now what I'm saying is offending you, then I think that you need to like really check yourself. You need to go look in the motherfucking mirror, right? And you need to realize that most of the bullshit that happens to you in this country is not because you are gay, it's because you're black, right? So, like I said, you can be whatever you want. I have gay people in my family. I have folks, that are gay, that are, I don't have no family members that's transgender, but I don't have a problem with those people, right? I ain't got a problem with you. You can live whatever lifestyle you want. So if you're taking my message the wrong way and you're not hearing what the fuck I'm saying, then you just hear what you want to hear. And that's on you because you don't want to hear the motherfucking truth, right? Live however you want to live. Stop imposing that shit on us. And if you are a black person, let's say this, right? You know how they say that when you're a white person and if you want to be an ally, that you should just check other white people, like check your mama and your cousins and then when they be being racist and shit. So I'm gonna tell the LGBT community the same fucking thing, right? If you understand that you are black first above and beyond every motherfucking thing else, then I'm gonna need you, black people that are in the LGBT community, to check those other people in the LGBT community and tell them that they don't get the right to come at us, right? In that manner. Right? If you are gay or you are LGBT, whatever any of them acronyms you is that fall under, all them 26 of them motherfuckers, I got acronyms out the ass, right? So if you are one of those people, if you are black and you are siding with the LGBT community and you're not offended that they are talking shit about Sandra Bland's documentary, I'm gonna need you to slap the fuck out of yourself. Like, go to a mirror and just slap yourself 3 motherfucking times. Like Dorothy clicked her heels and she was home. Slap yourself. And then look at 3 times. And then look back in the mirror at yourself and realize that you a motherfucking black person. If you are not offended by the other LGBT community that's over here disregarding Sandra Bland, then something is wrong with you. Because you can be gay, but if you don't understand what they did to this sister, and if you don't understand that that's a knock towards you also as a black person, then you're more fucked up in your head than I could ever think that you are, right? You're black first. And so check your other gay partners, right? Your transgender partners, your trigender partners. Go check those motherfuckers and say, yo, look, we might be gay and we want our rights, but you don't get to talk about Sandra Bland like that, right? If you let that shit slide, you's a sorry black ass motherfucker. I just want you to know, right? I want to know how the fuck the LGBT community even compares what Sandra Bland went through. Do y'all understand that? But we talking about some allies. So you motherfuckers is gay. Y'all got all these rights in the world, more than black people have ever had, and we've been fighting 100 times longer than you ever motherfucking have. But you're going to disrespect a black woman because she said something you did not like, right? Because of her opinions, which she is supposed to have the right to have in this country. It's called, your freedom of speech, right? Just like you want the freedom to be gay. You want the freedom to express who the fuck you really are. So why doesn't she get the right to express that she doesn't agree with y'all? It sounds a bit contradicting and fucking hypocritical to me, gay people, right? So because of her opinion, you completely disregard this woman's life. You're going to boycott her documentary and you're not going to support it, but this woman got murdered for being black. She got pulled over for a fucking taillight that wasn't really the fuck out. Because she wouldn't put her cigarette out because the officer thought he could run her because he was in charge and she's just a nigga. Don't talk to me like that. Then you take her back to the police precinct where she probably going to be let out. It's a fucking traffic ticket. She's going to be let out in a few minutes, right? Later on that evening or the next morning when you see the judge or your mama or your daddy pay your bail, right? But instead, she's found hung in a jail cell. These motherfuckers lay her on the ground and tape her eyelids open. Let's be real. To try and take a mugshot of a woman who is already dead and they want us to believe she's alive. You can tell that Sandra Bland is dead in that mugshot, y'all. Go look at it. And then you come up with this fucking bullshit story. This black woman lost her life because she was black and because the police think that niggas are not allowed to talk back. Because if you do, we will kill you, right? And the LGBT community is saying that because she had a different belief than us, we don't give a fuck about the travesty of her life. We will not support that. That tells me that you do not support black people. So I'm going to need the LGBT community to stop saying that there are allies because you're fucking not. You're not. See, that's not an ally. Whenever we can say something that disagrees with your point of view and then you decide to jump ship and say you don't fuck with us, that's not an ally. Because an ally says that we have the same motherfucking enemy, right? Let's get that understood too, what the fuck an ally is. Ally don't mean you my friend. It does not mean that I invite you to the dinner table. I don't ask you what you like. I'm not making your special meal. I don't want to hang out with you and smoke a blunt in this bitch. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to watch your kids. That's not an ally, right? An ally is somebody that comes together with you when it's time to fight because you have the same enemy. So you don't worry about why I hate the enemy. I don't care why you hate the enemy. All I know is we have the same enemy. So when it comes time to fight, you show up with me so that we have bigger numbers so that we can defeat the enemy, right? It doesn't matter whether I agree with you or not. So the bottom line is whether you agree with me or not, black folks ain't out here fucking up gay people because they gay, right? So at the end of the day, I don't have to agree with you. And if you think that I have to agree with you when your fight is not my fucking fight, you're not an ally. You're not a fucking ally. Oh, they don't like gay people, so who gives a fuck that the police killed Sandra Bland? That means you don't care about black people in this country who are going through everything that they're going through. That means you don't care about all the injustices, all the black people that are killed every fucking day by the police. You do not care. You do not get to call yourself our allies. Right, and we don't focus on the enemy. You know why black folks don't focus on the enemy? Because we too busy focusing on allies and what their problem is. We'll run to the border real quick to the what the fuck is the office where they deport everybody. We'll run down to their office in a minute and be outside protesting. Let them immigrant babies in. Don't treat immigrants this way. Don't send motherfuckers back. Y'all be out there crying and shit and protesting, right? But as soon as they don't agree with you, they be like, fuck you, and now you a nigga. You about to you fight for a whole bunch of people to come into this country so that they could just get somewhere and think they better than you and then call you some niggas later. You out here fighting with the LGBT community. But I've shown you that 3 times in 1 week. 3 times in 1 week. The LGBT community has called 3 black people to the carpet, right? Kevin Hart for making a comment 10 fucking years ago. It was a joke. He's a comedian. I don't see any white people mad when he makes jokes about black people. But y'all mad because he made a joke about gay people? Y'all act like y'all lifestyle is not funny sometimes. Like, humor is in life. There's humor in all kind of shit. Y'all mad because he made a joke 10 years ago. So now you don't want him to do the Oscars? Fuck y'all. Quote me on that. Fucking fuck y'all, right? Mechee said it. And I ain't gonna ever apologize for it. And I won't be taking it back for some white man's motherfucking Oscar, a certificate, a Heisman trophy, or nothing. Then you niggas come after a young man who, when he was 15 years old, 6 years ago, he was talking to his friend on a tweet and said, don't do that shit. That's some gay shit, man. And y'all took that all the way out of context. Now you don't want him to have the Heisman trophy because he's a black man and he apologized to y'all. Fuck y'all. Black folks are still waiting for an apology. I'm just saying. We would like an apology immediately within 24 hours. Like, black people are always forgiving everybody else that do shit to them. Y'all want apologies and shit. Well, we want apologies too. We want an apology right the fuck now. How about that? Why don't white America bring their ass forward, and all you other motherfuckers that really rock with white people, right? Except for when they come against you, now you want us to help you fight them. Why don't y'all come and give us an apology for all the shit that y'all have done to us and continue to do? Why don't you come forward and apologize to black people for all of our people you've imprisoned? Every fucking thing y'all done. We need an apology, and we need the truth, right? We need white people to talk about the fact that they're diabolical and everything they've done to our people in this country, and to be honest about that. That's what we would like y'all to do. But we can't get that, right? Right? We can't get that. We can't get that. But y'all want apologies. Kiss my ass, right? And since y'all like to be gay, if I had a strap on, you can suck my dick. Fuck y'all, right? Yeah, I said that too. Take a screenshot, write that shit down, transcript it or whatever, give it to whoever so they can bring that shit up 5 fucking years from now. And I'ma still stand by what the fuck I said. Y'all ain't our goddamn allies, right? So miss me with that bullshit. And then y'all came for fucking Sandra Bland. You're not gonna support her, right? You're not gonna support her documentary. I want to say this in closing before I get out of here. Fuck you. We don't want you to support Sandra Bland. Because for those of us that felt her death, something that you ally motherfuckers never could. For those of us that cried over her. For those of us that still get angry over her. For those of us that she's the reason that we fucking fight today, because that was the one that was the last straw for some of us. And we was like, we tired of them doing us like this, right? For those of us that have her name somewhere in our house and her pictures because we remember her, right? For those of us that when we see her, we see our mothers, our aunties, right? Our family members. We got her back. We don't fucking need you to support her, you gay motherfuckers. We don't care if you ain't gonna watch her documentary or not. We don't want your support. We don't need your support, and we ain't crying for that shit. So take that fake dick out your ass and realize real black people in this country don't give a fucking fuck about y'all being offended. We offended over the fact that we can't never bring up shit about our oppression for y'all start talking about your gayness. You said something about people being gay. Okay, well, if a man walk around and do something that's feminine and they say it's gay, I mean, it is. Why are you mad? Y'all become gay and y'all put on skirts and dresses in this bitch. If a man wears a skirt or a dress, that is gay. Why are you mad? Just saying. So, y'all run and go tell Massa and them that Mechee is in the back having a meeting with all the black people, and they in the shack right now talking about fuck some folks. And go ahead and play the video, because one of y'all niggas was in the back of the hut. One of you black niggas was in the hut, and I'm sure y'all done recorded it all, and y'all on y'all way to give this tape to Massa right now. But you tell Massa I don't give a fuck, because Harriet Tubman passed me her shotgun, and if he come around here, I'm gonna kill as many of them motherfuckers as I can until they take us out, right? Because I don't give a fuck. I said it. I ain't gonna deny it when he come over here talking about, did you say that? I sure the fuck did. You want to eat tonight? No, fuck you. I don't need the white man to hand me shit. So I ain't got to watch a motherfucking thing I say, right? So unlike some people who are not allowed to say how they feel or what they want, right? Because they're worried about what everybody else in this country is going to say to them. I don't care. Mechee will be the voice for them, right? I'll be that voice. Fuck y'all. Run and tell Massa. Tell that nigga quickly. Quickly. Right? Right? So he can come and put an end to this fucking meeting. Because niggas is getting free up in here. They don't like that shit. Right? So gay people that are black, you're black, so I love you too, right? At the end of the day, I don't give a damn what your lifestyle is. I'll fuck a motherfucker up and I'll live for you and I'll die for you like the rest of my damn black people, right? But I need you to realize that you're black first. You're black first. Like, look in the mirror. Do you see a black man or do you see a gay man? If you see a gay man, then I don't understand why. I don't look in the mirror and be like, I'm a heterosexual woman. Like, who the fuck identifies with what they like to do in the bedroom? If that's what you are first, then you got some issues, right? I'm just saying. Your sexuality can be hidden. Our blackness can't. Nobody has to know that you and Tom, that Tom and Jim get it in and be pumping on each other, two big ass hairy motherfuckers, right? Right? Nobody needs to know that. So stop telling me you're discriminated against. If somebody knows you're gay, it's because you wanted them to know. When I walk in a room, nobody knows whether I'm heterosexual, whether I'm gay or whatever I am, right? When I walk into a place. Try being black and see if you can hide that. With that said, fucking fuck you motherfuckers, right? If you ain't black in the LGBT, you can really kiss my ass now and forever. Not because you gay, but because you're on some bullshit and you're not our allies. And you're always using our effort and our fucking support for y'all to get somewhere. But then as soon as we say something you don't like, you throw us under the bus. So I don't roll with the LGBT community. Not because they gay, lesbian or whatever. I don't roll with y'all because y'all some bitch ass motherfuckers who keep putting stumbling blocks in black people's ways. We don't rock with y'all, and we don't want to rock with y'all because we can't get free with y'all. Y'all some motherfucking hidden ass enemies. Y'all be waiting in the cut to take us out because y'all don't give a fuck about us obtaining rights. As long as y'all got yours, that's all y'all care about. So go somewhere, strap on your dildo, cry about it. Tom, tell your boyfriend you're mad because of my video. Share this shit so all your gay friends can be like, oh my God. Share that shit, right? Tell them I'm homophobic. I give no fuck. No fucking fucks. So go ahead and run out and do that shit. With that said, I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow. Like I said, I apologize. I wasn't here for last week, Thursday and Friday. Shout out to Vicky for filling in for me. But I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place, right? 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be talking about some more good shit, but I had to get this shit off my chest today. So again, like, subscribe, share, you guys, hit that notification bell, text the word Queens to 31996. You can go over to flynubianqueens.com on the platform. Take 2 seconds to put in your name, your email address so we can stay directly connected to you guys. And other than that, again, it's a lot of people in here. So let me say this at the end of the video that I brought up at the beginning before I go. I want you guys to know that I've heard rumors that in 2019, Uber, Lyft, and Postmates are getting ready to go public. That means that they will be on the stock market. That means they're looking for public investors. When you buy a share, that means you're buying a portion of the company. So I need black people to become business owners one way or another, right? So if you're not going to take your tax return and your money and things like that and start your own business, which you should, and you can go over to flynubianbusiness.com to learn how to do that, right? But You can also go over to flynubianqueenmoney.com, right? And you can learn how to play the stock market and shit. So if you're not going to start your own business straight off the bat, go ahead and buy some stocks and become part owner in Uber and Lyft and all of these other businesses, right? Because that's what it means. It means you're a part owner. So there are many ways to be owners in businesses. So I would suggest y'all keep an eye out for that. When it goes from being a rumor to being actual facts, I will keep looking at it. And if I find out it's true, I'll let y'all know what day it's going to drop. And I'm going to need y'all to be there, right? Ready with your money in one of your little trade accounts so that you can purchase that shit, right? So this is not a professional person telling you this. This is just somebody who plays the stock market themselves, right? And I invest, right, in marijuana, and I'm damn sure investing in Uber and Lyft if they fucking go public. I suggest y'all do the same. With that said, I love the hell out of y'all black people. I hope that y'all have had a really great weekend. I'm sorry that some of y'all got to get up and go to work tomorrow, but let's do something about that, right, y'all? Y'all got them tax returns. Put that shit together. Learn, make a business, build something in your community for you and your kids so that you can build up something. And tell your boss to kiss your ass. Stop building another man's dreams and build your own, right? We would truly love as black people to buy black and make our dollars stay in our community for weeks like everybody else and not ours. But guess what? We got to start building those businesses because there are not enough black businesses that produce the things that we need on a daily basis. So we have no choice if we need certain things to give it to non-black companies, but we got to start somewhere. So let 2019 be the year that black people, right, start businesses like never motherfucking before, right? And you ain't alone. I gave you some websites, you guys. My moderators are the dopest. I'm sure that it's in there. Flynubianmoney.com. If you don't know how to play the stock market and things when it comes to investing your money, flynubianbusiness.com will tell you how to start your business from scratch if you don't know how. So you don't have any excuse. The knowledge is out there. And guess what? The white man is finna give you a fat ass tax return. So sisters, stop letting niggas sleep on your couch. And when they be trying to talk about, ooh, baby girl, I love you, do not loan that nigga $3,000 out your tax return so he can flip it. Because he ain't coming back with it, right? So get you a business. Tell that nigga get the fuck off your couch and go get a job. Just say. With that said, I love the hell out of y'all. Y'all have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place.